Oh, she loves to stretch. Oh, in arabesque. Hi. So it's been a minute. 2020. Am I right? I think it's safe to say 2020 has been a really fascinating, heartbreaking, surreal year. There's not really any positive news coming out. It's like one thing after another. I feel like there's people that are having to deal with so much worse, but collectively I feel like we're all having a rough year. So with all that said, there has been something really good happen this year that before quarantine and everything, COVID blew up, I would have never have gotten this, but here we are, and that's what this video is about. I would love to introduce you to my puppy, Athena! Come here, come here. She was sleeping. She's been having a lazy Saturday. Come on, Athena. Come here. Here she comes. Come here. Come here. Okay. Ugh. So this is my puppies. This is my baby Athena. She's so cute. You're so cute. Do you know how pretty you are? Say hi. You showing him how cute you are? Oh yes, you're cute. You're cute. You know you're cute. No, you're cute. Okay. So I got a dog. Again. You can come here. Come here. If you would have asked me previous years, I would have been like, no, I'm not mature enough for a dog. I want to travel. I want to be young and crazy. I don't know. This year has really changed the game, you know? Now, yeah. So how this whole thing happened is I wanted to foster a dog. That was really big in the beginning of quarantine, and I felt like very lonely and needing to do something and take care of something and get out of my own head. So I filled out an application at the Hit Living Foundation to foster dogs for them in March. And I didn't hear anything at all for a few months, where I got to the point of even thinking about like full-on adopting a cat, and was looking at the Humane Society and everything, like looking up dogs and cats and going back and forth and just really needing a dog or a cat, like something. My roommate does have a cat, but it's very much her cat, so I needed something of my own to take care of. But then, the beginning of July, I was asked if I wanted to foster, and I was like, yes! They sent me over 2 dog pictures. One was like, they were both small white dogs. One was like a Chihuahua mix, and the other one, I have no idea what kind of dog it was, but I was gonna go with the one I didn't know. And then they were like, or you can adopt this one. And I was like, that one. She was this adorable red dog who wasn't too small, and she looked a lot like my dog from Minnesota, Dakota. So I fostered her. Her original name was Cherry. Her backstory is she was used for breeding, and once the breeders were done with her, they gave her to the Humane Society. Like, they didn't need her. She was just there to make babies. They didn't take very good care of her. She had a huge flea infestation, and basically her whole back end after giving birth to so many babies was very not okay. The Hit Living Foundation told me that it was, they call it elephant butt. So I had to pick her up from her spay surgery. So when I first met her, she was completely drugged and had no idea which way up was. I had to like carry her to the car, and poor thing was so out of it. She was out of it for the rest of the day. Then the next day, she woke up pretty, like a little confused, which is totally understandable because she's never been here before. Who am I? So then after feeding her, taking her on a walk, cuddling her, and giving her love, she warmed up to me and we became besties. Now, I was like smitten with this dog since like I met her. I was like, oh, this is my dog. I'm definitely gonna end up adopting this dog. And a few days later, I got a message from the Hit Living Foundation saying that they already had someone that wanted to adopt her. So I had to bring her in that day or the next day. And I was like, oh, can I adopt her? But it was too late because someone was already interested in her, which was very depressing. I think this was like within the first week, which I was confused about because it's like, how could I be this attached to a dog after a week or less? I definitely thought I was going to have her for a minimum of 2 weeks. So when they called me that quickly, I was like, oh my God, I'm too late. So cut to the day of dropping her off. It was like a meet where I would talk to the future owners and tell them about like what everyday life is like with, at the time, Cherry. We definitely changed that name. And it was so sad. I was like all tearing up and like trying to remain composed because like she wasn't my dog. I was just taking care of her. Then my friend drove me there and drove Cherry there. Totally broke down and was just so depressed. Then got home, called my parents, crying. My roommate was like, are you okay? Like everyone's like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Because they knew how much I was obsessed with this dog already. So me like finally getting to the point of accepting, and the Hit Living Foundation was so sweet. They were saying, the next dog like her, like no worries, you will get her. Thank you so much for your help, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, okay, she wasn't mine. What is meant for you will be yours. Right? Okay, so then cut to, I think, 2 hours span of time from when I dropped her off to this point. I get a call from Hit Living Foundation. I was like, wait, what? She was like, you'll never guess. So it turns out the people who were going to adopt her don't want her anymore, so she's yours. And I was like, wait, what? I mean, yay, but like, why? I was totally, I thought for sure they're gonna be obsessed with her, and they're like, her little personality is gonna win them over and everything. Like, she won me over. Bleh. And then they said that they were just a little nervous about like her back end, if she was fully healthy or anything, just because her skin isn't like a solid color. It almost looks like it's dirty, even though that is her skin. It's like mini spots that just look like dirt. So they were afraid that she was sick or anything. And in their defense, they did just lose their dog. And so I don't think they were just like on the fence about if they would lose them again. And also she was panting, but it's also hot outside and she's very puffy, full of fur. In her front end, she was full of fur, not in her back end. Yeah, but anyways, so the people who were going to adopt her dropped her off at my house, and we lived happily ever after. Just kidding, a lot of stuff happened after that. So then I was having a wine night with one of my friends. We were gonna have like a depressing wine night that night, but then it turned out to be a celebration wine night, so yay. I changed her name. Her name was Cherry and is now Athena. She's my little goddess. When we were petting her, we noticed there was a bump on the back of her neck, and I texted the Hit Living Foundation and they're like, oh my God, no, we didn't know about the bump. Take her into the vet like right away tomorrow. So I did that, and the vet like right away said that that was her microchip. So her microchip was inflamed and they told me to massage it and it would go away in a couple of days. So that was in July, and now this is the end of September and that is still there. The lump in the back of her neck from her microchip is still there. Yeah, so I adopted her, all was good. I had to take her to the vet to get her dewormed. That was fun. And then when I was at the vet for that, I talked to them about the bump on the back of her neck, and they prescribed her anti-inflammatory, which also did nothing because she still has it. So poor thing, but it doesn't seem to bother her. Like, I tried to massage it, like the first doctor said that would make it go away in 2 days. But yeah, now Athena is fully furred up. She'll probably have even more fur during the winter season, which is very exciting. Just to see her like fully thriving and furry and fuzzy and cuddly. I got to fly with her back to Minnesota, where she got to meet my dog Dakota, who she's a mini-me of, not just in appearance wise, but also in the way she acts. If Dakota pees and kicks, Athena will go to that spot, pee, and then, like, you know, do the little kicky thing. And she just loves copying everything he does, plays with every toy he plays with. And Dakota was such like a good, kind dude where whatever she would do, he just wasn't even bothered. At first he was very jealous of her, but she began to grow on him after a while. So that was really nice. It had been a very long time since I saw my family and my dog Dakota, and it was a very special trip getting to introduce Athena to my family, which is now her family. Yeah, come here, come here. So this is what she looks like now. All fuzzy and adorable. Look at that fluffy tail. Yeah. Yeah, she's a good girl. Look at those romantic eyes. She just stares into your soul. That was the best thing about this year for me. I'm very thankful for Athena, who has made 2020 less horrible and heartbreaking. Yeah, and I hope that everyone watching this video and everyone not watching this video has at least some good things that have happened in 2020 that make it not as 2020-ish. So I hope everyone stays safe and keep fighting for what's right. Got an election coming up. You should register to vote, you know. Please. Yeah, so register to vote, be a good person, and probably just get a dog. Right? Should they get the puppies? Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.